Darkside made this?
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies, the truth first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real, the pod where real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in all of the land, in America, in time, in everything. It don't matter. It's the #1. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all be amazing. It genuinely feels good when y'all come through and y'all tune in and y'all watch, and I appreciate that from the bottom of me heart. I appreciate all y'all. But if you are listening, because I got some listeners, some of y'all that just, on y'all drive home, on the wake up, when you at work, and you just doing your janitor duties or whatever, you throw this on. I'm going to need for y'all to pause that. Go to YouTube, because if you're not watching, you should be watching. Go to YouTube and watch it. And then after you finish watching it, like, comment, subscribe. And then, after you do all that, make another page and watch it again to see all the stuff you missed, right? And then like, comment, subscribe. And then that's when you send it some friends, and they do the same thing. We try and rinse and repeat. Beat the algorithm, you know what I mean? There's ways around it. We just gotta beat it. I know y'all could do that. We gotta stay at #1. And you don't get to the #1 spot and keep it by taking your foot off the gas. You gotta step a little bit harder, you know what I mean? You gotta go fully gas. I know I told y'all that it wasn't going to be a solo. There was going to be something else next week. Well, I'm full of surprises. Things happened. Plans changed. Wallahi. And now you get another solo. And it's not very often that I get the presidential suite, the Oval Office. I was actually trying to record earlier today when there was some daylight out and y'all could see outside this big-ass window. But that didn't happen. Was doing too much securing and perimeters and all that other shit. And it's like, why are we doing all this? But, you know what I mean? It finally stopped. The bullshit died down. And now I can present to you what y'all came here for. The real entertainment. And I'm also not doing this on crunch time. I got time. I got at least 12 hours to edit this now versus when I have like 2. And I do want to give it up for me because I recorded it, edited it, and put it out all within like 30, 40 minutes. So, I mean, that's not easy to do. But this ain't about me right now. You know, it is about me. But right now, this is about y'all and y'all greatness. Because I can't be the best me without y'all being the best you. So, yeah, go ahead. Like, comment, subscribe. Send us to friends. Send us to family. Send us to family. Anyone that'll answer your phone, call, text message, just go ahead and send that to them. They need to see this. They need to see this. So, I have a lot more honest opinions for y'all. on some things that I've been watching. I've been watching some movies and I've been watching some TV shows. And I'm gonna tell you about them because I know y'all like for me to spoil it for you. So I got you. I watched Baby Reindeer. It's a show on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna recommend go see it. Put it like that. It's not the worst thing ever created, but it's also not the best thing. It's like when you finish it, you kind of like, what the hell? It's like you feel a little empty. It leaves you a little hollow. You still have questions. You're like, what does he do? Does he go back? Does he get more fucked up? Like, is there season 2? Like, what's going on? You get 8 episodes. It's 8 episodes. They vary in time length. Some is like 20 minutes. Some is like 40. So they somewhere between 20 and 40 minutes an episode, right? And it's about this man. He works in a bar, and this girl comes in. He feels bad for her. She crying, all upset. So he gives her a free tea on the house and a free Diet Coke. And so she comes in every single day after that, and he just give her the free tea and Coke. She don't drink. She don't do no crazy shit. And I guess she fall in love with him and just start stalking the man. And it's weird because he likes this shit. Like, to a degree. He likes the fact that someone's paying attention, someone's talking to him. She the only person that laugh at his weird-ass jokes. Because he wants to be a comedian, but he tells anti-comedy. First off, what the fuck is anti-comedy? His shit is weird. Like, I don't know. He starts his jokes off saying some wild shit. And he does it with props, which makes it even more weird. It's just a suitcase full of toys and gadgets and shit. So, he liked the weird stalker bitch. But then they delve down into the story. They tell you his backstory. And you feel a little bad for him because you know why he's fucked up. And I mean, he was doing drugs. He was doing drugs heavy. Somebody tricked him and got him to thinking that he could be famous. Basically, what happened was he got P. Diddy. And I mean, somebody told him, "I can get you rich and famous, but you know what it come with." And he didn't really get the option to choose between you know what it come with. He just got drugged, and it came with it. And then the crazy part was he didn't even get famous. He just got drugged and took. So he knew what was going on because he'd wake up, feeling weird or just like shit wasn't right. But he still kept going over to the man's house, which I thought was weird. It's like, yo, if you know that this man like wilding out, why the fuck you keep going back over to this man's house, getting high as fuck? This man had him doing LSD, PCP, Molly, smoking crack, heroin. Yo, he had him doing drugs. Just anything that is you not supposed to put in your body, he did it. All for the fact that maybe his anti-comedy would take off. And it's kind of sad because, niggas would do anything for fame. And it proved that he was really trying to do anything for fame. And in the process of doing that, it broke him mentally. So he was just doing shit. He was wilding out. And I guess this young man, he found this transgender woman, this male to female that he fell in love with, but because of all the drugs and random sex he was having with people, he couldn't get close to shorty like he wanted to. But he still had the stalker that he was fucking with, though. Like, yeah, he said he didn't fuck with her, but low-key, he even admitted to it. He was fucking with her. And, him and the stalker fall off. Shit goes good. Shit goes bad. Long story short, stalker goes to jail. Because, he did report the stalker eventually in, like, the 6th, 7th episode. Stalker goes to jail, she gets 9 months and a 5-year restraining order on old boy. Like they can't be around each other. And this man is sad. He did a whole timeline of her life. Like, he sat down and really pinned her life and was like, she's crazy because of this. She's crazy because of that. Shorty was sending him like 100 emails a day for 3 years straight. He saved them. She would call his phone, leave him voicemail. She'd leave him like 10, 20 voicemails a day. He saved all them shits. This nigga said that her voicemails was like a podcast. He was just listening to them shits. And long story short, the whole reason why it was called Baby Reindeer is because the psycho bitch said that there was a baby reindeer or whatever that she had fell in love with as a kid, and it was a cute deer, and he looked exactly like the fucking reindeer. Yo, when I tell y'all that shit, it's so fucking weird. This shit is twisted, yo. Like, whoever made this obviously was hurt. And I can't recommend y'all to watch it, but I can't say don't watch it. Like, it's an experience, you know what I mean? Like, okay. Like, I wouldn't watch it again. If somebody put it on, I'd be like, nah, I'm good, turn this. But I got mine out of it. I did enjoy it. Like, it was captivating. It's just hard to recommend. It's a 6.8 out of 10. It's a hard sell. But it is very interesting once you start watching it. But it's hard to sell somebody else to watch it because this shit is wild. And I don't know, something to me about a man just being easily manipulated don't sit right with me, because it's like, if you're not physically strong, at least be mentally strong, bro. Like, no. I don't be giving you niggas excuses. I understand y'all be going through some shit, but I don't be giving you niggas excuses. You gotta find your strength somewhere you lack. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're not physically strong, you gotta be mentally strong. Or vice versa. You gotta find a strength. Less than 200 pounds is victim weight, man. Big niggas wouldn't have got took it. I'm just saying, a nigga 200 something plus, he wouldn't have got took. That less than them 180 niggas, them 150 niggas, yeah, you liable to get took. Nigga got a whole 100 pounds on you. You can fight him off, he just lay on you, then what? You're donezo. You gotta get your weight up. Man, honestly, you should be both mentally and physically strong, but I get it. The gym is a hard dedication. Working out in general is a hard dedication. So it's not meant for everybody, but nah, you gotta get your weight up. Stop being the victim. Then let me tell you about this movie, Abigail. So it came out Friday. Went to the movies and I see it. It's about this group of people that go kidnap this little girl. That's all they think. They're like, okay. They don't know much what's going on. They don't know each other's names. They don't really know shit. All they was told was they finna get paid if they kidnap this little girl. So they said, all right, they kidnapped her. They had a list of rules. They had shit they were supposed to do, how they were supposed to move, all that. Nobody stuck to the plan. They all did their own shit. Well, come to find out that the little girl, Abigail, is a vampire. And she been trying to win her daddy's approval because her dad don't fuck with her. He basically said, fuck this little bitch, and cast her to the side. So she doing anything she can to get his approval. So what she was doing was killing all his enemies. Anyone that done her dad wrong, thought about it, thunk it, was connected to somebody that did some shit, she was offing them. And she was killing them in that house that they thought that they kidnapped her in. And it's crazy is because she orchestrated the whole thing. She set it up. She set the people to come pick her, like the little butler to go pick them up. And the butler was a vampire. She set all of it up, right? Orchestrated the whole ordeal. Now, this is where it gets dumb. The movie gets really fucking dumb. It's like she did all this shit for her dad's approval. Like, she killed mad people. Like, this wasn't her first round. Like, she killed thousands of people. And whatever, it's like 6 or 7 people in the house. She killed all but this one fucking girl. And even saves the girl's life when her dad pops up and was about to kill her. And becomes friends with the bitch. I'm so confused. Because the first half of the movie, Shorty was trying to kill the vampire. Then the second half of the movie, the vampire was trying to kill her. And then in the end of the movie, they just friends. They just said, fuck it. It was dumb. But it was an experience. I will say that. It has a higher rating scale than Baby Reindeer. I give it a 7. Smooth 7.2. But I don't know. It was just so corny. And then, like, I really hate when, like, movies push culture on people that don't know it. You know what I mean? Like, they got a script to fill, like, and they hire people, and they're just like, here you go. So the white dude in the movie, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a British film, because I think the white nigga was British or whatever the case may be. He was trying to play like this hardcore ass gangster nigga, right? And it's just like, it's not authentic when you don't know what the fuck you are doing. You just playing a role. You know what I mean? And that shit looks so corny sometimes, because it's like, my man, you don't even know what you're doing. You sound dumb. And then the crazy part is, like, when it comes to like these movies, these games, all this shit, people don't know culture at all. Like, you have to submerge yourself in culture for at least, 3 months at minimum to understand it. But when you outside looking in, you just know what you think you know, or how you think people talking at. And so they make these characters based off of what they think they know. And it's like, nobody in the real world talks like this, dress like this, behave like this, act like this. It's like, you can't make a gangster act like a college student. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work that way. A real hardcore, block nigga doesn't talk like, Richie Rich, Mr. Pemberton over at Yale. They don't talk that way. A nigga that's on the block is not gonna say, it's lit. Nigga on the block is not gonna say, uncomfy. Yeah, it's like, it's certain shit that people say, like, yo, college slang, yes. It might still be millennial, it's different. It's like, it's not the norm, right? It's looked down upon. You're like, what the fuck they saying? I don't understand it. I need a translator to understand this shit, right? And then when you move into an urban world, right, where you want to portray your characters or what you think you see, you can't try to force the two worlds because it don't work that way. The urban area is not progressive. They don't talk like this. They don't dress like this. They don't wear that shit. You start looking at these college kids that do all that shit, and then you're like, oh, everyone else is like that. And then now you have mixed worlds that don't exist anywhere, because that shit is just for right now. This shit been like this for forever. And then now you just trying to make something new, and it's like, nah, it don't work. It's not genuine. It just don't feel right. And then when you, like, actual real white people that been in the slums that really slum it up, that don't move how the college millennials move, they don't say shawty. They do not talk like that. You gotta actually hang out with some white gangsters. Them niggas, it's different. They don't move how the movies portray them. And that was the issue with the movies. They made that white boy into something that just didn't fit his role. It's like, it didn't look good on him, basically. It's like, this ain't your type of, this ain't your MO. Don't do this type of shit. Like, prime example. What's the nigga name from, he's in the movie too. Gustavo Fring. What the fuck is he played by? I'm gonna put his picture because I can't pronounce his man name. But he always play a rich villain. You know what I mean? He was the rich villain in Breaking Bad. And then he was in Better Call Saul, the Hermanos Boyos, the Chicken Brothers. You know what I mean? He was the bad guy in The Gentleman, another TV show on Netflix. That's a good show. That one is a 9 out of 10. I mean, he always plays a super rich bad guy. And even in Abigail, he was a super rich bad guy. If he switched it up, and even he has a video game where he's a super rich bad guy. If he switched it up and then, just became like a comedian, you'd be like, what the fuck is this nonsense? This is bullshit. I'm not watching this. And that's basically how the white boy role was. It's like, first off, you're an unknown actor, and then you put on this role that this shit's ass. I'm not gonna lie. But the only saving grace is he was the first to die. So it made up for it. They knew they created a shitty character that says, like, you know what? Let's just get him out of here early. And they did just that. They got him out of here. But yeah, those are my honest opinions on some shit that I've seen. Maybe I'll tell you about The Gentleman another time, but it's definitely a good show. You should watch it. I know I ruined these two things for y'all, but you had the opportunity to peace out. And I saved you, because I ain't gonna lie, it's not really worth going to see the shit on your own. Like, if you watch it, you'll be like, okay, cool. It was an experience, but I promise you, you won't want to see it again. Like, there's some things that you don't care how many times you see it, it's always entertaining. Those are not one of them. Those will go down as flops in my book. Somebody else's book, you never know. You never know what goes on other people's pages, the turns of the world. You know what I learned? I found this to be very, very interesting. So, the month of April, tax time is ending, or has already ended at this point. If you really look this shit up, the U.S., the United States of America, when they filed, they display the taxes and what was collectively spent and earned and shit like that. It's public record. You can look it up. There's like $5 trillion just unaccounted for, just misc. Don't know where it is. It's just gone. Where did it go? What did you buy? Who'd you give it to? You know, that shit don't concern y'all. Because when I heard the information, that shit was crazy. But when you go look up this information, that is even crazier, because all this shit is public knowledge. The best place to hide something is in plain sight. The motherfuckers just said, you know what? I don't know what we did with it. We're not about to tell y'all. MISC is just gone. What the fuck is MISC? We owe them damn Asians. We owe a lot of people money. We was just sending money to people who didn't want our fucking help. We was just sending it because we could. What do you mean, MISC? Where the fuck did it go? And then our lovely, lovely Space Force program, which, by the way, is a bunch of psycho fucking white people trained to go fight aliens in fucking space. This is what Space Force is. The Space Force company has partnered with this other company that makes their guns. You can look this shit all up. This is motherfucking public knowledge. Right? Trying to find the name of that company for y'all, because I was sitting on this shit earlier. I'm going to find it for y'all. I'm going to let y'all know. This shit is wild. The Northrop Gunman Development Contract, whatever, concept. The Northrop Gunmen, they make the guns for Space Force. What our tax dollars pay to fight aliens in space, right? That's an actual branch in the military. I hope y'all know this. It's a fucking branch. The people are going to be, they're looking into it, and it's possible that they're going to build fucking railroad on the moon. They're going to take a ship to the moon and build a fucking train station. This is wild. There's not enough train stations in the world, on Earth. And you want to go put one in the fucking moon is wild to me. Because it's like, why? What's up there? What are we transporting? And I feel like this plan will horribly fail because, if I'm not mistaken, the gravity on the moon is like nothing, right? Trains move very, very, very fast, right? And I don't know if you guys know much about science, but you got something going fast. Guess what happens? It lifts up. Well, because Earth has gravity and, train's a little heavy, it gets pushed back down, balanced out. But, like, you ever seen a red line with a car? When it's too fucking light, it lifts the fuck up. That's what happened with Paul Walker. His car was too light, going too fast, lifts the fuck up. You take a train with no gravity going 300 miles an hour, guess what the fuck's gonna happen? I don't think they think this shit through. They're gonna magnetic it down? No, that shit is not gonna work. We have paid these people $3 trillion for the possibility to build a fucking train station on the moon. Regular people ain't gonna be able to ride that shit. Regular laymen can't afford it. You know how expensive the train is now? Don't worry, I looked it up. If you want to, in my city, there is a train station, right? But from North Carolina to here, not gonna happen. The railroads don't work that way. Can't let you do it. You have to go to Buffalo to catch a train to North Carolina. You can't catch it in Rochester. You gotta catch it in Buffalo because it doesn't come to Rochester at all. Insane, right? The train takes longer than the Greyhound from Buffalo to North Carolina. So I'm paying more to go to spend more time sitting on this train. The train ride, I think, was like 14 or 18 hours or some shit like that. And for shitty seats, was $350. The Greyhound is $120. And then if you want to go coach, I think it's like $1,500. This is insane. But we want to build a train station on the moon. Who's going to be up there? Who's going to live up there? It's lonely up there. There ain't no hoes up there. There ain't no damn aliens up there for the space bros to go fight. And I don't know if you guys know, but every time you leave the military unchecked to do what the fuck they want, they do that. They do what the fuck they want, and they be wilding out. Hence the reason we have the Constitution. So people wouldn't just, so the military wouldn't just walk in people's houses and take their shit and take their wife and take their food, because that's what they was doing, whatever the fuck they wanted. You put them on the moon, I guarantee you they're going to do whatever the fuck they want. I ain't going up there. I stay right here. I thought the underground people were crazy. The motherfuckers I was preparing for like doomsday and shit like that. I thought they was, going crazy. No. It's the people that want to go up there. That's crazy. What do you want to be up there for? Do you know how much money it costs to send a rocket into space? A lot. It costs a lot. The government does not want shit in the space. You take a plane or anything in the air unauthorized, they will bring it down. So you think regular us people who can barely afford a plane ticket, can't afford a regular train ticket, can barely afford a bus ticket, you think we're going to afford a rocket ship to the moon? No one's going up there. What are these 10K seats? 100,000? Ain't nobody going on no motherfucking moon. Normal people aren't going to the moon. Let me put it like that. Because they also had them psycho motherfuckers that went underwater. And we saw how that turned out, too. No. Underground is fine. When you start going above ground and underwater and all that shit, that's when you really start wilding. I wasn't going to talk about this young man, but I feel like he can't be ignored. And we have to talk about this young man. And this young man that we have to talk about is the Panty Sucker. And I know some of y'all are like, the Panty Sucker, what the fuck is you talking about? For those that are watching, I got the video for y'all. For the audio listeners, gotta go find it. But Mans goes into Walmart. I'm assuming this is a Walmart. Makes a video about how he likes these specific panties, puts them shits in his mouth and sucks them.
Worldwide Hood News.
Be wearing these panties right here. Y'all be looking so damn good. Pussy be sitting so fat and juicy. Suck that pussy just like that. Now.
Yo, he put mad spit on them fucking panties, yo. And then the dastardly part, the part that's heinous, is he didn't even buy them. He put them shits back. I don't know what's worse. Sucking on them and then buying them? Or sucking on them and then putting them back? Somebody got to put them on. And then they little panties, like these ain't no big girl jobs. These little panties, these kids' panties. Either I hope that he wasn't paying attention and just grabbed some shit trying to make a video, and it wasn't intentional that he was in the children's aisle, saw them shits and was like, Because if that is, that's bold. But I mean, making the video in general was bold, but like, yo, I don't like you anything for clout niggas, bro. That'd be the problem with y'all. anything for a viral moment is insane, dastardly business. And it's always niggas. It's never nobody else. It's always niggas. And then it's extra corny niggas like y'all that make normal niggas like me look bad. And now I gotta work 2 times as hard because you got this grown ass man out here sucking panties, and now they like, see, we don't want niggas in the store. I ain't got nothing to do with that goofy shit. It's never niggas. Sometimes Hispanics be wildin'. I cannot lie. Sometimes. But when they be wildin', it's a different wildin', and they just be like, and they stop. They do it in bursts. It be like 5 of them do some bullshit, and you don't hear from them for like 2-3 years. Niggas do this shit every goddamn day. It's like 2 more pop up every 3 hours. Just more extreme dumb shit. It's like the X Games for dumb shit. But it's like, why don't you run? Some of y'all gotta run ideas by your friends. Like, yeah, if you don't have friends, go find friends so you can run these ideas by people before you do them. Because why are you at Walmart sucking these panties? This shit is crazy. I don't understand you humans. This type of shit make you want to go to the moon. Because you be like, man, fuck it. I'm a Mark Henry the fucking moon. But I don't understand it at all, man. Y'all is different. The viral moment though, it's like, you know what's crazy is like I've never done drugs, but I understand how they work very, very well. And the viral moment is like a drug, bro. You get it. You high. But understand, it comes the fuck down. Like, eventually, it's over. You've had your time in the limelight. Now it's time for it to find someone else. So after you've had your one viral moment, understand you gotta get it again. So now you're just doing, and then that's how you get P. Diddy. Because you just keep doing. It will happen. Just don't force it. That'd be the problem with you niggas. That's why y'all mentally weak now. And that's the reason why so many of y'all buttholes get played in. Because y'all would do anything. My viral moments, they come and they go. I don't look for them. They just happen. I wake up one morning, I look, and I'm like, oh, shit. Or sometimes a week goes by, and I'm like, oh, shit, we went viral. It was, I think 2 weeks went by before I realized I went viral on Instagram. I was like, oh, shit, okay, that's cool. I missed the high, because I wasn't chasing it. I didn't even know it was there. It will come. Just let it happen. You don't need to be standing in the middle of New York City pouring milk on yourself, dancing with your shirt off. That's that weird shit. Shit is fucking weird. You don't have to scarf a deep throat of chicken bone to get views. This shit is weird. Something really be wrong with y'all. Y'all be raised wrong. Y'all didn't have a single person in your life that told you they loved y'all. That's the problem. You need more people to say they love you. They accept you. But all right, y'all. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to call it a day. I've really pushed my luck with this one. It's definitely a busy, hectic day. So it's nice to have at least 30 minutes to just, chill the fuck out. But definitely tune in next week. We got some really cool shit coming on. Got some shit that we already started recording. We doing TV shows, shit like that. Listen, I've been working. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's just a matter of when to give it to y'all. It's already there. It's recorded. It's edited. It's ready. It's more of a, well, what are we putting out? What are we doing? Do we drop the season finale? You know what I mean? Do we wait? Do we put it out, leave it on a cliffhanger, and then drop the season finale? It's like, Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of cool shit happening. A lot of like, if you hung out with me on a regular, you'll be like, oh shit. The only way to go is up, y'all. Only way to go is up.